hope everybody is having an awesome summer so far. I'm here today to read to you guys chapters 10, 11, and 12 from our summer read called Mercy Watson Fights Crime. I don't know about you, but one of my favorite places to read in the summer is outside, so that's where I'm going to be reading to you today. Chapter 10. Yippee-i-yo! Baby, shouted Eugenia. Come back here immediately. Baby got out of bed. She went into Eugenia's room. Yes, sister, said Baby. Did you hear that noise? Said Eugenia. Was it a yippee-i-yo, sister? It was, said Eugenia. You are dreaming, said Baby. Nonsense, said Eugenia. Open the curtain. Baby opened the curtain. Together, the Lincoln sisters watched Mercy gallop across the lawn. They watched the little old man on her back take his cowboy hat off and wave it over his head. Yippee-i-yo, the little man shouted. That pig is disturbing the peace, said Eugenia, and so is the cowboy riding her. I am calling the police. Oh, sister, said Baby, are you sure it's not a dream? It's a nightmare, said Eugenia. That is what it is. Chapter 11. Next door, Mrs. Watson discovered that Mercy was not in her bed. Mr. Watson, she shouted, come at once. Mr. Watson came at once. Mercy is not here, said Mrs. Watson. Are you certain? Asked Mr. Watson. Have you looked under the bed? Mrs. Watson bent over. She looked under the bed. She is not there, said Mrs. Watson. Mr. and Mrs. Watson stood together in Mercy's room. What should we do? Asked Mrs. Watson. Yippee-i-yo! It's that noise again, said Mrs. Watson. Mr. Watson went to the window. He opened the curtain. He looked outside. Mrs. Watson, said Mr. Watson, we must call the fire department immediately. It's an emergency. Chapter 12. In reality, Leroy Ninker was a small thief on the back of the big pig. But in Leroy's mind, he was a cowboy riding a bucking bronco in the Wild West. Being a cowboy is hard work, said Leroy Ninker. I need some refreshment. Leroy reached into his shirt pocket. He grabbed hold of a butter barrel candy. He unwrapped it with one hand. He put it in his mouth. Ah, said Leroy Ninker, this is the life. But just then the pig kicked up her heels. The pig bucked. The pig reared. Leroy Ninker lost his grip. Yippee, said Leroy. He flew through the air. Said Leroy. He landed on his back. Oh, said Leroy Ninker. And that's where we're going to stop for this week.